me off. He was that boom, boom, boom. Transfer.
Shea's
Portal. Oh yeah.
The power.
The power.
Fix
Mardi Gras.
Power.
Welcome in. Gather round, Miss Taylor. Good to have you back. I hope your mother's doing fine.
It's not Miss Taylor.
It's always Miss Taylor.
He's 28 and a man.
Oh, he's just using his mom's page to comment on
Good.
YouTube.
Yeah.
I respect it.
Got some subscribers, coach.
Gotta get in there somewhere.
Yeah.
You know?
Can't make my own now. It's too late.
Yeah.
I got my own YouTube channel. Watch
Same.
out.
Boom, boom.
Bop.
Same. You might delete
Bop. Bop. What is it? Just huddle highlights?
it. Yeah.
Hey, get me drafted. Put him in the portal. You still got eligibility, coach.
Speaking of the portal,
Ooh.
the power.
The
has
power.
The portal. Power.
I think it's killed him.
Yeah.
He thought it was going to be fun, and now he's like, I don't like this anymore.
Hey,
Me?
here.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Too many. It's too many names. It's like, okay.
Recruiting. Explain the difference between covering recruiting and now covering the portal. We obviously had a little bit of the portal last year, but this is portal 2.0.
It's like, I'm getting in the portal.
There's 1,000 some odd kids in there. How much do you focus on for recruiting?
JT
20?
Daniels is back in the portal.
He lives in the portal.
Like, that's
How
his own
How many times can you get in it? This will be his fourth. Well, yeah.
grad transfer?
Yeah, he
coach.
grad
Right.
transfer
So this will
out.
be a grad transfer, but they keep calling it the portal.
It's the portal.
You can only go in once, correct?
Twice when you're a grad transfer. Or you can go as many times as you want, then you start sitting out.
So he'll have to sit. Okay, if he went a graduate transfer, because he didn't sit. He went from USC to Georgia. Didn't sit.
Sat at Georgia, I think.
No, he played.
He got hurt.
He played 7 games. Yeah.
Got hurt.
And then he got hurt. Then he goes to West Virginia and starts. So he hasn't sat out anything.
I mean, he should just
Quit.
play find another school. He's been at the SEC, Pac-12, and the Big 12.
Mm-hmm.
So she tried to just go Big 10, and then
Call it a day.
call it a career.
I mean, if you
Or he
pick,
could go Big 10, then ACC again.
The portal killed me.
it had to have.
I think I went too hard in the paint, just like refreshing nonstop on the first 2 days. Now I'm just like,
Dad, I don't care about it anymore.
I hate it here.
F these kids. Michael Jordan meme.
So I ate the pizza. Fuck them kids.
I saw a great meme someone put on our board. The LeBron interview. You know what I'm talking about? Like, that everyone memes.
The one with the purse.
Where he's like
Says something about.
yeah, he's like, yeah, I knew Ben Simmons
Right.
was going to be a
Oh,
bust.
yeah.
And, it was like, I told Kayshawn if he came back, he would have just like, be a first round pick. And that's when I told Kayshawn he should come back.
I told y'all he was going to come back. I've been talking to him all year.
You did say he was going to come back.
Yeah.
You said that Friday. I was just listening to the show on Friday, and you did say,
What did you know?
do you think Kayshawn should come back? And Jordy was like, nah.
I just had a feeling he didn't put up the numbers that y'all would thought, because in Kayshawn's mind, I mean, he came here like we talked about earlier with when JD was here. Do you say? I mean, he came on this show. He said, "Yeah, us 3-year guys, like we got to get in, get out, and go to the league." And now the tune has changed since Brian Kelly has gotten on campus. Gets him back because I'd imagine he submitted his name for like some draft grades or got some information back. It's like, okay, we see it,
We like you.
but we got to see the numbies. Get yourself right.
Yeah.
Go ball out. Then you'll be a first-round pick. Just one more. And I think he likes LSU. I feel like he has a good time. We look too much. It ain't that deep with Booty.
Yeah, this is more.
Man, he just wants to play football
Yeah, I'm just chilling.
and
Bet.
balling. The third ever return of 7, if you count Patrick. No.
Who was the
fourth.
other?
It would be Leonard, and it would have been
Leonard
Tyron.
wore 7 multiple years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as a freshman. And then
Yeah.
Tyron, but he didn't ever get to come back.
So
And then-
that didn't count.
That didn't count, but Patrick, I guess, doesn't count either, so it would just be 2.
Boogie Nation and Booty.
Boogie Nation and Booty.
Wait, didn't Pat P wear
Yeah,
7
but the
off
leg
3
that
years?
doesn't start until it didn't get passed down. He started it. He
Right.
started the pass
Right.
down. So it's since
I
been
wear
passed
7.
down, and we have one on the other end who's everybody's favorite 7, Jonathan Giles, who flipped mid-year. Like, I can't be 7. I don't like this. Dropped a punt.
I think Coach O was like, you can't be 7.
And you're the one that gave it to me.
The
Check-
mid-season takeaway of
Takeaway.
the jersey is rough.
Rough.
That's-
Why don't you go back to 14? It's like, I'm going back to my roots. Like, I think your roots are at Texas Tech.
Not in the SEC.
Not in the
Coach.
SEC. But Welcome in. We're talking recruiting, transfer portal.
Talking a little bit of everything.
Shea did the portal too hard. He's like the
Hunter
kid.
Fournette asked Shea, did the portal kill you? Yeah.
Yeah. He's
I went too hard refreshing and tracking down stuff the first 2 days, and I was preaching to everyone because they're like, why didn't LSU have all these offers out? What's going on? I said, guys, it's a marathon, not a sprint. It's 45 days. I didn't listen
to your own self
to my own advice.
and sprinted.
I was sprinting.
He was at the gate.
And then there wasn't even any information to collect. There was
I was
so
up-
much information. There
I'm
was
up
nothing
at
to
2
learn.
a.m. just refreshing as if someone is going into the portal at
Shea, come to bed.
3 a.m.
No.
Trying to see what's going
He's
on in the portal.
He's the kid that in college, whenever you like take Adderall for the first time and you're like, oh, I'm going to do all this work. I'm going to take another one. Then you're like, oh, I'm out. And now I don't have any brain power left. So this paper's going to suck.
The movie Limitless.
Yeah, you
It's a
start
great
drinking your own
movie.
blood.
Oh, it was someone else's blood.
Yes.
Like, I
Because
ran out
they've
of
got
the
that
drug.
Adderall in the system.
Yeah, you're doing it wrong. You got to mainline it.
If you've ever
It's like-
have you ever seen Limitless with
Yes.
Bradley Cooper?
Yes.
Whenever it ended, I was like, that was good. I was like, so was it Adderall?
Yeah, what?
Wait, I have this.
Like, so it was just Adderall. It's just really good Adderall.
Except it was like gold and liquidy.
Yeah, it looked awesome. It was like a little plasma pill.
Yeah.
And then he made the classic mistake when you have a lot of something, you're just like, oh, I'm gonna keep taking it. Then when it got down to the bottom, he's like,
Oh, shit.
fuck, I'm out of my pills.
I'm out.
I gotta go back to this guy's house and search his oven again.
Yeah. How many times you
He's
seen
dead.
it?
A ton. I want that pill, coach.
He's dead.
And then he comes back alive, drinks a man's blood. They cut to black, come
The-
back,
the-
he's the
the-
fucking president.
The Russian man's blood. But you don't know if he's still on it or not. He says he's not. But they
Nope.
glow in his eyes.
Yeah, he's got his own factory making all of his own limitless pills, not telling
Need
a
it.
soul.
Had to have it.
It's all for me.
So yes, Hunter, the portal killed me, but I'll bounce back. I'll be all right.
What's your day to day?
Just refreshing and calling people nonstop to get scoop.
Do you have any
Um,
scoop? Give us your scoop.
My brain stopped working. I'm limitless.
Call me
I am-
tomorrow.
If the portal is limitless, I am at the point where the coffee can is empty,
Yes.
and I'm meeting up with my ex-girlfriend who's like, "Yeah, I've been on it." You know, she's like tweaking everywhere.
Pulling her own hair out. It's like,
Yes.
I feel like I have cancer. And he's like, oh, I've been taking the same stuff.
Oh,
That ain't going to happen to me.
I'm all right.
Fast forward, I'm drinking a Russian's blood with this at my penthouse about to jump. Dangerous
Great
game.
movie.
Great movie.
Great movie. Yeah, for
Can't
sure.
make Limitless too because it's just the same thing.
Hey, is it all right? Like,
I
he'd
wanna
just
see it.
He'd just be looking for the pill.
And if
Again.
you want the other side of it, just
I
watch.
hope everyone listens fans of Limitless and Bradley Cooper. If
They're-
not,
They're lost.
Like, I don't know what they're talking about.
And if you want to go the other way, just go watch Train Spotting, and that's the other side.
Yeah,
So
there
the
you
uppers
go.
and downers. That's heroin.
yeah,
Yeah,
we're off the tracks.
Yeah,
it's tough.
left his baby in the crib
That's a
for
rough
like
scene.
2 weeks. Is dead.
Mac Daddy Donk asked Shea, will we go after the DB from Cincinnati? I think the guy's name's JQ Hardaway is who he's talking about. Since he also has a center that hit the portal, kicking tires around with in a way.
It's
And then they just had a kid decommit from Cincy,
at tight end.
Jackson McGohan, who's coming in this weekend. You got to remember that Mike Denbrock, the OC, just a year ago was on staff at Cincy. So he's got a very good feel for
Who's good?
who's good.
And Fickle is leaving, right?
And Fickle's leaving, and Satterfield's coming, and
On Wisconsin, baby.
there's always.
The Hog Mollies.
I wouldn't be surprised if they're already about to. I put in a pick for them to land the Jackson McGohan kid, the tight end. So
Did you actually put the pick in this time?
I did.
All right. Put it in.
I'm proud of you, Shay.
Did Tackett decommit?
Tackett's
I've been portaled out for 2 days. Did
Tackett did decommit.
That was
Actually,
what-
he's in the portal.
He's in the portal because he early enrolled. I hop in the portal.
Signed to USC, and he was like, I don't like it out here.
Damn, everybody here is soft as hell.
Ooh, Chris Lowe just reported Jeff Brom and Louisville are in the process of finalizing a deal to bring Brom back to his alma mater. They are. Well, if he goes and does that, he's not coaching the bowl.
That's what Shay. This is when normally you would take your phone out, go to your sportsbook app, and start peeking around and see if the
I
line
think
moves.
LSU is 8-point favorites.
Got it at 7.
It'll be 10 by kickoff.
Just K's playing. Probably going to have Nussmeier at quarterback because BK said you were on that press conference. I saw you in the Zoom. yesterday.
When BK just said Jade needs a couple weeks off?
Uh-huh.
Hmm?
Yeah. I'm just saying, I saw your little name pop up. You say you don't like to ask questions, but
I asked questions.
yeah, that's what I said. I was happy to see you in there.
Oh, okay.
Proud of you. Doing work, putting picks in, asking questions, dying in the portal. Shea's been busy.
Limitless.
Limitless.
So, yeah, I will not be surprised if they mess around with some Cincinnati guys.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you. Is that more of a way that you can kind of find out maybe where LSU's interest lies, or any coaches, if you start looking at teams that are losing their head coach, and obviously they might follow him, but then you have a chance to kind of bend their ear a little bit, because it's not about the university. It's about either the relationship with their coach.
Yeah, right. I mean, yeah, it's easier to get in if they're going through a coaching change and they're in the portal and they're kind of looking around. But I also just think like Denbrock has familiarity. Like the kid, they offered an Oregon transfer edge guy yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
His name is Braden Swinson. Not to be confused with Braden Fisk, who's the Western Michigan kid. So they offer this Braden Swinson kid, and Jamar Cain had recruited him while he was at Arizona State. So I think a lot of times, too, you recruit kids
that you still have a relationship
that you
with.
know, that you have a relationship with, that you knew that in some cases were looking at LSU, in some cases just were being recruited by a coach who's now at LSU. So,
And I mean that's probably your better route, right? Like, however you wanted to keep a relationship with them, maybe throughout the year, if you already have their contact. As soon as this thing opens up, either it feels like, and I don't know if this is exactly legal, and I'm not saying anybody's doing it. I'm just saying it feels like if you were recruiting a guy, you see that they're unhappy, at the year, just kind of check in on them. Maybe call their high school coach. See, how's old Braden doing at Oregon? He's like, I'll put the feelers out for you and get back to you.
yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. See if we can get him to campus.
And right now the coaches are all out on the road doing actual high school recruiting. So very odd time. All right, let's get into the chat. Miss Taylor's son, I'm presuming. He's asking about the picture. How old's that picture? Got my man looking like he's on shrooms.
Did we pull that picture up again one more time?
That's an old picture.
It is. It's
my Twitter photo still.
Yeah, that's all respect.
But I've explained that many times of why I don't want to change it.
You can't.
Well, because I think that subconsciously, as you're scrolling through your Twitter feed, just the color scheme of it probably catches your eye that's a Shea.
Oh, every time.
Every time.
This is JD.
If I randomly changed it to something completely different, you would be like, whoa.
Can't find the guy.
Yeah, you branded yourself. This is your brand. That a typewriter. Have you ever used a typewriter?
I have.
Okay.
Have you ever used a typewriter?
Not for like anything of
Serious?
substance. Yeah. Like I've clacked on it and
Yeah.
Cling.
It's a little fun.
Yeah, it's a little fun. I saw somebody bring one
You're
to
not
class.
like the watcher typing out.
Wait, you said somebody brought one to class?
Yes, it wasn't at LSU, but I saw it on the internet. They had a no computer rule, and he fucking plopped down a big typewriter and was just in there clacking, and the teacher was just...
My man Will said, ask the power.
See? It's
Stay in
catching
power.
on.
Portal power. Transfer Shea.
Get it done.
Love you, Carter. Who do you think will be the next commit, and who will wear 18 next year? Made a post in the Ponderosa. Seems like Josh Williams is the favorite.
It's a great candidate for 18.
That is a good candidate. Shout out Will.
What if BJ comes back?
Then he gets to be 18.
You get to be 18?
And he could have 18s on both sides of the ball. What if Kayshawn makes the unprecedented leap from 7 to 18 for his senior year?
Doubtful.
Doubtful. Nobody's ever worn both.
No.
Ooh.
Kayshawn seems more like a 7.
No doubt. But I'm just saying. I mean, this has shown leadership, Coach. I'm coming back.
Josh Williams is a good one.
You know how many recruiting points that Brian Kelly had to spend in NCAA 14 to get Kayshawn back? That's what we were talking
he's
about
he's
yesterday.
hemorrhaging the rest of the roster right now
Right.
because he maxed out all of his points on Kayshawn.
You know what?
I've been there before. Like, I don't care. I'm getting him.
I need him.
I'm just coming back.
We gotta have him next year.
I fell in love with Speedy Cheeks. I need him back.
Hunter Fournette said, defensive side, you could give it to Wingo. Who would you pick? Josh Williams or Wingo?
Josh Williams, program guy. Wingo transferred in, obviously. Josh Williams from the walk-on to earning a starting job at a scholarship.
Being the bell cow bag.
To being a bell cow bag and getting himself paid by Gordon. That's the story, right? That's 18. That's the dream.
That's what everybody dreams of.
Rags to riches.
That's a
And
good
he's supposed
question.
To be here.
Had to promise him national TV.
I think the next commit will be the Jackson McGohan kid if he pops this weekend. If not, it could be Toviano because he announces on the 15th.
I can't wait.
Oh.
Okay, here, since this is a recruiting show and we should probably be talking about recruiting at some point. Yes, let me open up this Toviano box for you. Even, I know how fans are viewing this, like, oh, he's kept it so close to the vest, but LSU's got to be leading, right? And we've explained his, like, process a million times. He's been to LSU a bunch. He no-shows Texas on their biggest recruiting week, and he never went to a game on campus there this year, never went to a game at A&M's campus. From talking to sources who are involved here, they think just like all of us. If this kid isn't going to LSU, then
we don't know where he's
it's
going.
wild.
Yeah.
He's going to the Naval Academy.
Straight to might go to the XFL.
Hey.
So I think it'll either be the tight end this weekend if he pops and doesn't like wait till signing day. If it's not, then we get into next week and it'll be Toviano watch.
Were you going to put a pick in? Before?
I'm going to be dead.
Oh.
By then. I can't. That's like week 2 of the portal. I made it past 2 days and I'm dying.
We said we were looking
I'm not even doing anything. I'm
we
just
were
refreshing.
looking at the portal on 3, and they had it split between one guy was in the portal. They had him at like 27.7% to go somewhere, like 16.5% to go somewhere. It's like, bro, they don't know anything.
Like, they're like just splitting hairs
Yeah.
at this point. It's just like, if he lives close to the school, that's where he's going.
And do you want to hop? You're done with the portal, so continue with your recruiting. Taviano, a pick is coming, soon come from Shea. He dabbled in picking, he thought about it.
But he didn't put it in yet.
Yeah,
I'm going to.
It's in the saved.
You've heard it here first. I will be putting in a Toviano pick.
Oh, so it's in like the drafts.
for LSU.
Yeah, right now. But I haven't done it
Breaking
yet.
news.
What about Desmond Rick?
But I haven't done it yet. I feel good about Desmond Ricks, too. I think
they-
having the last visit there really helps.
Are they both December signees?
Yes.
And
Early enrollees or just December signs?
I think they're both early enrollees. Toviano definitely is. Ricks went from he wasn't to he was going to be or something. I don't
because he
know.
reclassified.
Yeah, I don't know how he was able to reclassify and become an early enrollee. I need to look at that. I thought there was a time where he said he was not, that he was not going to
Yeah,
actually
here to play
enroll
school.
early.
And speaking of having the last visit, is it DJ Langway, the quarterback? Do you see where?
He's announcing today, right?
Mm-hmm.
I bet he goes to Florida.
He just DJ Lagway, excuse me. Hold on, I had some news on it because I saw it on the internet. Give me 1 second.
Okay, while you do that, Landon Owens asked Shea, does LSU have interest in Oak Grove sophomore quarterback Jackson Bradley? They are watching a ton of sophomores right now. That's so far out, especially since Colin Hurley reclassified and moved up. So now you will be looking at somebody in the 25 class. They play Homer. Oh, there, he actually said that. Oak Grove versus Homer for the state title. And LSU will be there, so they'll be at all the state title games.
Back in the Dome this year, huh? Is that this weekend?
Mm-hmm.
Is it both weekends? Is it this weekend? I don't know.
Speaking of being
I
dead,
can't keep up with how
that.
Louisiana's
Yeah, I don't know
doing
how that
their
I
works.
worked it the first year it changed.
Oh my god.
It was miserable.
select
Oh my
and
God.
private and non-select.
Yeah,
and
now it's like four different. Like
Bro,
it's
we had,
four
like-
different classifications of what
They had
you
to
wanna
play
be.
like 14 games, and I was like, I thought there was gonna be like 4 of these things, and it was gonna be fun.
This is be 14 actually.
And it was
We're gonna start at 7 a.m. and get out of here at 12.
AM.
Ugh.
Yeah.
It was all day.
Matt Reynolds said, Miss Taylor, that's from the good old days. And Miss Taylor responded, I'm back, baby. I heard y'all were looking for me on the last podcast. We were.
We were. Just want to make sure all our children are in here.
I had
All
a
our
teacher
kids.
named Miss Taylor. They gave her laxative brownies.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
How'd you handle it?
Hunter
She
Fournette.
was out, coach.
Hunter Fournette, hashtag fake Miss Taylor.
They were missing. I don't know. It could have been MS. Taylor, and this is just MS Taylor.
Cole Walker asked the power.
Dude, I haven't heard from the other power in a minute.
We're ceasing and desist and getting it handed to us. Will we look into any of the kids who are making the mass exodus from Bama? Have any of the Bama kids piqued y'all's interest?
JoJo.
JoJo?
Can I be real?
Be real.
Fuck JoJo Earl.
Oh,
Wow.
what happened?
Because he
flipped
decommitted?
Dude flips on signing day and says, "Oh, I want to go win national championships." Loses to LSU. Now he's in the portal.
Oh,
I don't want him.
You wrote him off?
Receiver room's too packed.
Yeah, we
for
don't need him,
anyway.
but that was just a name that I think of whenever.
Returner. We'll take him as a returner.
Returner, maybe.
But
You're going to have to earn it, Coach.
yeah, like as far as playing receiver over here, we're all right. Good.
And
What if a Louisiana, like what if like a Shaz or someone went in?
I mean, I'll take
Bad
Shaz.
show every-
so you take Louisiana
I'm taking
kids.
Shaz, Aaron Anderson, and Danny Lewis any day over JoJo Earl.
What about Kendrick Law?
and
Kendrick Law for sure.
So anyone from Louisiana?
Anyone from
Except for
Louisiana.
JoJo, he's got his
JoJo Earl's
feelings
from
hurt.
Texas.
Yeah, you going?
Go back to Texas
All
with
right,
all that.
all right.
Speaking of,
They have not handed out any offers to any Bama kids, but I can promise you that they watch all these kids and are getting a feel for it. It seemed like a lot of the Bama kids who were going in were not playing.
right.
Yeah.
And I think that Bama has a little bit of a plan here where those guys aren't playing. They're trying to make room, and they're going to go cherry pick from other schools at who they want. They want the
Okay.
kind of what USC did with who's the receiver?
Jordan Addison.
Jordan Addison. They want to be able to do something like that where it's like go get
him.
go get the best player on at somebody else's team that ain't competing.
Will stopped by, just asked the 18 and who's the next commit. He said, I got my question. Now I'm going back to teaching. I'll listen around 6. Y'all have a great day. Are the kids just having to sit through the limitless discussion?
He's like, we have a movie today.
Yes.
Yes.
It's the Shea, the Power, Recruiting Power Hour.
So y'all listen up for today's class.
Y'all gonna learn about recruiting.
Y'all go. The transfer portal just happened, and we have a preeminent force in the portal, Shea the Power Dixon. So y'all gonna learn about recruiting for about 15 minutes until you answer my question, then open it up to chapter 10 in your books.
Yeah. Then we'll have questions about the Recruiting Power Hour.
Shout out kids, drop out of school, it doesn't do anything for you.
There you go. Hunter Fournette, we've been going ham on the site, Shay. There's a few threads that had to be shut down due to the JD5 Nuss bus and really Walker debate. Where y'all at here? Are y'all setting yourselves up for any expectation that all of them are going to be on the roster next year?
No.
I have put myself. I think they're going to try to run it back and do what they did last year, where they get everybody in for spring, compete. After it's kind of decided, you'll see somebody drop out.
I'm out of the quarterback thing. I stay out of it. It's just too much for me.
Yeah, that's
It's like
a
the
good
transfer
approach.
portal. It's like it's too much.
But I think that's what they're going to do. That's what happened with Jaden last year and Brennan last year. You saw them all get there together, and you were able to get Brennan out of the portal, let him come compete at LSU, and then at some point you have a conversation where it would probably happen earlier than it did last year because they kind of rode that thing right up to the limit.
Yeah, and
I just like that people freak out over quarterback more than anything, but it also forces you to freak out over someone who you've never seen play before.
Exactly.
We've seen Garrett a little now, but like no one has seen Walker play college football.
like
played one game.
But if for some reason
A quarter.
he left, it would be the end of the world. Like
Well, I think because it's partly your fault because of what y'all do in recruiting, how much they're hyped up. People want to see it because Walker Howard's been labeled the next great LSU quarterback. He's from Louisiana. His dad
Let's
played
see it.
here. I hadn't seen it yet, but people are so excited about the potential once you put that 5-star label on him. Get his RPMs up, and then
is that the biggest storyline of
LSU?
the next month?
Absolutely,
Probably.
no doubt. I mean,
all
you'll
LSU
talk
fans
about
are
it every
talking about
day,
on Twitter.
but and I think a lot of this too is it's like Stockholm syndrome. It's manifested from the fans themselves that come up with these
No doubt.
unsubstantiated rumors. Then the players hear them, they're like, we had Garrett Nussmeier on last year at Thanksgiving. He was walking in, calls, and he's like, I'm out in the portal. We're like, I don't know, are you, bro? He's like, somebody posted that I am. He's like, I didn't go to the portal. And so that's how out of hand it can get, especially if somebody just makes one good graphic and just puts it online, and it's like, oh, I saw that he was in the portal. And the people that say, this is my last one.
Go for
people
it.
that say, oh, well, I heard, and it's like, so you just read it on the board. Like, you just read another poster say something that you don't know who he is, and y'all are just running with this unsubstantiated theory that this guy posted at 2 a.m. on Saturday after LSU lost 50-30.
And then it manifests itself into everyone believing it.
You're
and-
right.
Then it gets the Bleacher Report, ESPN.
And then somebody leaves. Y'all did it.
Yeah.
You made that happen. If y'all just all be quiet and let it play itself out. You won't.
My thing is if all these fans, which is short for fanatics, so it makes sense. If everyone is like, I heard buzz from this kid's on the team or this kid or whatever, like he's feeling out for other things. If y'all know that, trust me, the coaches know that.
Exactly.
They can handle it.
They get paid a lot of money to do
That's
this.
Stewie's right. They get paid a lot of money to figure that out. I don't get paid enough to sit here dying on day 3 of the portal with no
You
involvement.
just figured that out?
I'm out on the portal, bro. I'm done.
Oh, but speaking
Catch
of...
me later.
you have to go back to the table on 3. Like, look, I didn't negotiate this the way I thought it was going to. I didn't know I was going to be spending my time in the portal. I need to re-up this check.
Mason Spillman asked, are we getting Flo? So you saw Flo from Oregon went in. I also think we are in, and this is not directed at Mason. Maybe they do take him. I don't know. I don't think he's all that good.
Me either. He
Like
just looks good in the
Justin
uni.
Flo. Yeah, he looks. It's like old school Sean Oakman style.
It's exactly what he
Like,
looks
yeah,
like.
he looks awesome.
And he's injury prone.
He's injury prone, and people who are Oregon fans will tell you they're like, bro's always out of position. He's,
I mean,
That's
So I feel like if a lot of these kids hit the portal, like there's the kid, linebacker out of Oklahoma that hit the portal. He's 5-star number 1 linebacker, and everyone's like, not LSU fans. It was like everyone, Florida State, everyone. They're like, this is the kind of kid that changes the program. And then you like look up his stats, and it's like he played in 3 games this year and got 2 tackles. He played in 1 game last year and got a tackle. Oklahoma fans are like, even Venables couldn't get this kid to turn a corner. He's just a total bust. But people just think,
5-star.
oh man, he was a 5-star coming out.
You can never change that mentality. Same thing happens in the NFL. When it's a
Well,
first-round pick, I'm like, hey, he's a first-round
We've
coach.
got rankings on transfers now, so I think that could help a little in terms of you being like,
Oh, you can
Makai
re-rank them.
Wingo is more valuable than
Justin
Flo.
he is.
Justin Flo, just for a little
Because
update.
Makai Wingo has production.
Yeah, he played, and he
Yeah.
played well after
SEC,
transferring.
all SEC freshman or
Yeah.
whatever.
What did Justin Flo do?
Let's see. Signed the class of 2020 for Oregon. Tore his ACL as a true freshman in his debut. Played 1 extremely promising game in 2021. 14 tackles, tackle for loss, and a forced fumble against Fresno State.
Yeah.
Then he hurt his foot and missed the rest of the year. Supposed to be a breakout campaign in 2022. Only had 2 starts. Diminished role under Dan Lanning, and now I'm in the portal. USC as a contender.
Yeah, so he's going to stay on the West Coast.
Yeah.
My man DeMarcus Scott said, I want Tony Grimes from North Carolina, the corner. See, now we're cooking. They got to find corners.
Put him on there.
I like
Put him
Tony
on the
Grimes
list.
as well. He's on the list. LSU's are, and he's on the list.
Because
Kids like that are going to have a lot of offers, too.
speaking of corners, there's one that's in the portal with Louisiana ties.
Oh, Gavin Holmes.
Denver Harris.
Yes. Denver Harris, too. But, and I'm not, it would be foolish of us to just be like, well, Brian Kelly has said that he won't take Knucklehead, so he's not going to take Denver Harris, or he doesn't want to upset the locker room. You can say all that, but you're also going to do your due diligence and make sure you know the answer. So,
And I mean, to me, stuff like that like bothers me because the kid's 18. Like he's
Yeah.
18. It's not like he's a junior in college making dumbass decisions like driving his car at 80 miles per hour through a parking lot. Like he's 18. He just got there. He probably has a lot of money in his pockets, knowing A&M. So he's just like, fuck it, I can do what I want. And they were obviously doing what they wanted at A&M.
let me hold a couple bucks, Denver.
Yeah.
Right. Like, let me hold something.
I'll go on that official visit with you.
I would not.
I'm driving.
I'm not in the boat. Us 3 are not in the boat here of we're shutting the door on Denver, but we're also not promising anything there.
No, I think it'll
LSU is definitely going to thoroughly vet it there. And he is officially in the portal now.
Right.
So,
And I mean, LSU recruited Denver Harris until
But-
signing day last year, so they know who he is.
the Gavin Holmes kid, I like him.
Does he have an offer for
Wake
LSU?
Forest. No, they haven't handed out. I think they've only handed out 3 offers. 2 to grad students, the tight end, the Western Michigan kid, and then they offered this Oregon edge rusher yesterday. But that's public offers. Like, a lot of kids get offers and just don't ever say anything about it.
Is this Oregon kid good?
I think he's a depth piece. In my opinion, he's not Ojolari. But
You always love a Rummel kid.
I love a Rummel kid.
Gavin Holmes, Rummel.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And he's got production at Wake Forest.
We like him. I like him.
I do too.
I've watched some tape on him. I like him.
So,
Well, on 3 has his transfer portal rankings at, he's going from Wake Forest, 11.3% to Tulane, 9.9% to Ole Miss. So I guess those are the only two that officially have
They
offered.
they probably offered him or something. Let's see.
What about I think it's Deshaun, maybe? Desan? Dasan? Is that Deshaun? I don't know how you pronounce that. But Deshaun McCullough?
McCullough.
Oh, yeah. I think it's Dasan.
Dasan.
I mean, he's a starter in the Big Ten.
Yep.
Looks like a pretty good player. Like, he has the production to prove that he's a good player. I think LSU looks at him
And you'll get
And linebacker?
You'll get Sevyn Banks back, but you really don't know what you're getting there. You'll have LaTerrence Welsh.
Yeah.
I still think, boy, you would love to sign Desmond Ricks.
Yes.
Me too. It's almost a must.
Because they
for
also
those
do
two.
need to get back to developing the freshmen so that every year you're not sitting here saying,
we need transfer corners.
we got to have transfer corners. We got to have this, that, and the other. Lance Wilkes, any news on Jordan Hall? He's the big defensive tackle out of Florida. I mean, he made an official visit, but now he's in the middle of, like, Florida was his last one, Bama, Georgia. I think he goes to Georgia, would be my guess, or Bama.
Silo in the chat just asked, how do we feel about Demon Clowney? I know he was committed to LSU. LSU pulled
Yeah,
off
and he never did anything at Ole Miss. I don't think he'd be good enough to play here.
Yeah, and he got kind of spurned by Edo.
LSU. Yeah.
Didn't he kind of rip his scholarship? Did he kind of rescind his offer so he can make room for somebody
Yeah,
else?
that they didn't get.
Yeah.
Hey,
At
typical
CoachShow.com.
typical Edo move, Coach.
Him and the Jalen Lee kid. Remember that? They went to Florida.
Wasn't he committed to LSU?
Yeah, and then they dropped him. Essentially, went to Florida,
I mean, same thing with
and then
ATN. He had Cam Akers.
Then they didn't finish with the splash, and Raheem Jarrett and Burton flipped on him on signing day.
Wow.
Raheem Jarrett, I was obsessed with.
He's so good.
So
He's
good.
still so good.
He was at the, I think it was Under Armour All-American game,
With Kayshawn.
and he throws up the L, then he puts it upside down. It's like, damn, bro, you didn't have to do that. Like, we
We'll
didn't.
be all right.
Who hurt you?
We'll be all right.
Yeah.
Still got Kayshawn.
Tony Grimes, former 5-star.
Kayshawn's still the one better than both of them.
Martin Allen asked, what is BK looking for in the portal? Well, from an overarching theme, he's talked about traits and fitting in and all that, not wanting to disrupt the foundation he's built. Position-wise, tight end, defensive tackle, they offered an edge. I would say corner is a position you really need to stock up at.
What's the linebacker room look like?
I mean, I think the linebacker room is fine, right?
You got
If you have Harolden,
Tolan.
Tolan and Penn,
West Weeks.
West Weeks,
Witt.
then you've got another Weeks coming in. You see if Colby Fields does anything for you, because he was a redshirt freshman coming in.
where are they on the recruitment side of it?
Braithwaite is also committed and coming in. I think they're fine at linebacker.
Yeah. Yes.
You could always take one if one pops up that's big time. DeMarcus Scott, Devin Harris, I think he's Denver. Minus the discipline problem, and Tony Grimes, a nasty duo on top of our recruiting class. That would be a nasty duo.
2 5-stars in the portal.
You think they should be fine at safety, right? They got 4 safeties committed?
Yeah. I think that they could take us Major Burns and Greg Brooks would be your safeties.
If Greg Brooks comes back.
I'm presuming Greg Brooks.
Oh, do you think Sage Ryan moves back to
or
safety?
he could. I mean, he's playing some nickel.
Because I don't think he's a nickel.
No, I keep seeing the back of his jersey.
That's not his spot.
He's trying though, Coach.
Because wasn't Sevyn Banks supposed to be the nickel, or Greg Brooks worked at the nickel in spring?
Yeah, or it was like Greg and Jay Ward, and then they flipped him or whatever. Jay Ward's versatile.
Yeah.
What if Jay Ward comes back?
He's not. He already walked.
I wouldn't think so.
He's posted like he's gone.
Yeah. Tranya Castle asked, okay, so are we going to keep false hope? Because I feel any coach at LSU would have went 9-3.
This year?
Why?
Well, that's not true.
That's not
With
true.
the
You
roster
just
that he would have inherited?
My man, we forget that they were 500 the past 2
That's the
seasons.
same. Did you watch the 2 years before this?
My man must have not watched the Texas Bowl.
Oh, he got 37 players out here.
Hunter Fournette straightened them out. Well, trying to double down. 10-win season's a minimum. We missed out on Prime for cheaper.
Deion Sanders?
I'm not sure where this is going.
I think he's just lost.
I think Tranya's limitless pills running out.
You might be a year late on Deion Sanders.
Let's see.
Would take you would want interim coach for one more year and then get Deion this year?
Yeah. We could have just let who was the offensive line coach?
Oh yeah, Brad
Davis.
Brad
let
Davis.
him be the interim coach for another year.
We're just waiting around. That's what Florida State should have done, actually.
I have is this person a fan of another team? I don't get what's happening. Someone in the chat help. Tranya says, a ring and 500 years, I'll take it. Better than what anyone did at Hunter Fournette.
I think let Hunter handle him. I mean, this is Hunter's job right now. Straighten this man out.
Then Tranya said we won a ring year 1 with the whole squad together. I don't know what's happening.
Are you telling me there's still people out there clamoring for Coach O?
Mac Daddy Donk.
He's back.
Hey. What up, bro? Shake that seasoning.
Put a little spice on the portal.
See, why does everybody?
Is your portal too bland?
Yeah.
Why does everybody not like Jaden Daniels?
I think there's
the dude almost he was about to give his life Saturday.
I gave him all for LSU.
Game. I mean, that man picked him up like a baby.
I got my first kid.
Number 1.
And he's the same guy. Is he the same guy that blocked the field goal and then put up the number 1 again?
I love how LSU fans got mad at that. They're like, what's homeboy's name? That's going to be
Jalen Carter.
Yeah, Jalen Carter. Be a top 3 pick probably. Picks him up and does the thing. Okay, he didn't body slam or anything.
He wanted to.
He picked him up and he just did the one. LSU fans were like, just like pure trash. Like down and down. It's like,
kill him.
I could not imagine what y'all would be doing if Harold Perkins did that.
Exactly.
They would be like, frame it.
Harold Perkins is
This
the best
is the
player
best
ever.
Look at the
Thank
swag.
you. If Harold Perkins had picked up Stetson Bennett and
my
then just
God.
number
Carried
1
him into
did,
the end zone.
I love it.
carried him back to the Georgia sideline and put him on the bench.
Here you go, coach.
Put a binky in his mouth.
When that happened, I was like, that was awesome.
I said the same
I
thing
know,
on
it
the
was
live
cool.
stream. I go, if LSU had done that, I'd
That
be
was
freaking
cool.
out right now.
It was cool. Like watching it live, I was like, wow, you just picked that man up like a baby and
Come on.
threw his hand up.
Yeah.
Oh, Hunter Fournette said we're about to rob TF out of Cincinnati. Mass up, boys.
Ski mask season.
About to ride through on there.
Who's TF?
Y'all got a center.
The fuck?
Oh.
You got a corner. You got a tight end committed that we.
God.
Oh,
We're
we
taking
won.
him.
Thank you.
Is this good or bad? I don't want to beat Cincinnati.
Oh, DeMarcus Scott actually does say, I see what you mean, Tranya, but Coach O's a good coach. But honestly, I think anyone wouldn't have a problem coaching that 2019 team. Yeah,
I mean,
true.
like we could have coached that team.
Coach O did a lot of that.
Van Bennett. Okay, here
Y'all
we
all
go.
good in here?
Van Bennett said, center, talking about the Cincinnati center, my ears just perked up. Are y'all in the boat that they should go get a center?
Is Charles Turner not?
Well, he'll be back, but
I thought he did a great
do
job.
you have to? Do you need to improve that spot?
He's undersized, maybe, but he's like he still makes the plays that need to be made. Like Jalen Carter was lined up against him most of the game, and
That's a long day for anybody.
Right,
So.
yeah. and I
exactly.
think
But
he
like he
held his
wasn't
own.
right. He wasn't getting like
Ooh.
beat.
And I think a lot of what he does on the offensive line, I mean, I guess you don't have to play center to do it, but he helped a lot with protections and, like, took some of the things off Jaden Daniels' plate that were on it whenever Dellinger was at center, and you could see a little – Jaden was having to work so hard in that Florida State game. He was – you need to be right here. I'm calling out the mic.
52 is the mic.
mic, yes.
Fuck.
God, John. Oh, you can't play. Sorry.
Bilbo Baggins, good morning, all. What up, Bilbo?
What up? Bill the Bow.
Okay, so y'all don't need a center.
I don't think so. I think I'm good with Charles.
But if they took one, would you be okay with that? Or would you be like, man, that's
I'm all for depth.
okay. Competition.
People are obsessed with RPOs, huh?
Tranya, shout out Tranya, said, I'm scared for Kayshawn. Coach PK had to promise 150 targets.
How many times did we throw it this
Where
year?
did you people get? Where do y'all get this information from?
Wait for you to promise him 130 he's going to the NFL?
Like, Kayshawn has 130 receptions on a career.
Right.
Like, if he has 150, he'll break the LSU receiving, like, receptions record by 100.
Well, maybe that's why he,
Yeah.
He said that.
John Bro asked, any word on Pimpton? Fan favorite.
He is. Stewie's favorite.
Yeah, I do like
Stewie, keep ear to the ground. He may be here this weekend.
You'll see him if you see her.
They might have to let me walk old Pimp around campus.
Yeah.
Let me show you Tiger Line,
Come
kid.
see this tiger.
He may be
Give
on
me
a
that
visit
head.
this
Yeah.
weekend.
Take your earrings out.
Yeah, show you where the dorms are.
Yes.
Got to take your hat off in the meetings, though.
Yeah.
Coach Prime.
Coach Prom.
Can't
You
wear a
see
hoodie either. You
you
got a
see-
hoodie on.
Damn. You see that kid slide his sock hat off when he was talking? He was like, no hats, no earrings. And this kid goes, take it off, right? Just put it down. Maybe he didn't see me.
Yeah,
He's like, I think he's looking at me.
oh, God.
But if you talk about Promising, how many catches?
150.
We only threw it 370 times. He only had 250 completions this year, which is fine. But if
The chat just
100
reloaded on me, and there are a lot more questions than where I had gotten to.
It's a big day. We got 250 people in here, Shea.
I told you I'm
I'm
dead.
dead.
And I'm focused largely on
Garrett
Tranya.
Riley.
Yeah, then he fell into the least interesting part of the show.
One last Tranya update. LSU has my heart.
Okay, good.
Leave it.
Your heart's in the right place.
Okay. Matt Daddy Donk, do we go hard at DBs in the portal? Yes. I think corner will be one of those positions they take more than anything at. I'm about to speed through this. A Withers, what about the linebacker Justin Flowers out of Oregon? Oh, Flo. I thought he was committed to LSU before the Ducks. No, he's never committed. He'll stay out west. And we've deemed that he's overrated.
Yep.
Ooh.
Um.
Oh, do you want my Lagway update?
Committed.
Did he commit to Florida?
Lincoln Riley just left Willis, Texas High School, obviously where Lagway attends. USC is the final school to stop by the high school ahead of on three's number 7 quarterback DJ Lagway. Lagway set to commit on Wednesday at 3 p.m. So we won't know anything, but Lincoln Riley trying to get that last sniff in before commitment day.
Yep.
And we put a lot of emphasis on the last person you saw, last person you talked to.
Oh.
Maybe get your ear.
Oh, I still think it's Florida. Bilbo Baggins, is Kayshawn going to be the first to wear 7 2 years in a row? Okay, did you figure that out? The answer is it Booga?
It's Booga, yes.
Okay.
Elite.
A lot of this is just arguing about Nuss and Daniels,
I know. Stop that.
which is fine. I'm scrolling past all that.
Oh man, he really is.
Brock TV, EA Sports ruined my year. Same.
Yeah,
Not coming out with the game now next summer.
They did. I was about to buy a PS5 too.
I mean, I'd do
where
it
are you gonna
all.
find one?
Whenever someone
like-
tweets about it,
They're like overly stocked.
DM me if you.
Yeah. Walker Howard. He's got the PS5
I'm just going to wait
link.
for someone's Twitter account to get hacked and then tweet about PlayStations,
5s.
and then I'm going to pay them whatever.
Never get the PlayStation.
Bro, just think you got a bunch of them. Give me a discount.
If BJ comes, Zeke, 1109, if BJ comes back, can he wear 18 again? Of course.
Yes.
That'd be the ultimate leader move.
It would be. We've had one repeat of 18.
That was big of you to come back, BJ, but I'm going to need to get that jersey up off you real quick.
We got to give it to Josh.
The chat voted.
He's more 18 than you are.
Okay, cool. They're still just arguing about the quarterbacks. Good. This lets me catch up, actually, because I just thought it was all going to be questions for me, but it really wasn't.
No, they're just chatting amongst themselves. They're back in the Ponderosa.
Oh, Marcus Stewart said Toviano, UT. He's no-showed on UT. I don't know. If he goes to UT, then so be it, but he showed no real interest there. I know even their coaches are like,
I can't figure this
I don't know
kid
what
out.
this kid's up to.
And it doesn't feel like Toviano's recruitment has been like that of a Zach Evans, where it's like bothersome, you know?
No.
It
no.
feels like it's just been super quiet.
Just
It's
chill
not,
with
it's
it.
Not,
Just leaving us guessing.
yeah, he's more than welcome to do that.
Just a lot of Nuss Bus and Jaden arguing going on
Do
here.
you want to participate in that conversation?
No, I don't care. The coaches get paid to figure all that out. I don't think anyone's going to do anything until we know publicly what Jaden's doing.
When do you know when that announcement would come?
No, but I also think like if one of those kids hit the portal or whatever, then we could easily discern that Jaden's coming back.
Right.
Like Nuss would not hit the portal
If Jaden
If Jaden was then like, oh, I'm leaving too.
It's Walker Howard time. There you go. Everybody gets what they want. Walker Howard, redshirt freshman, Florida State, first game. I guess people are so afraid of Walker Howard being what he could be and that he only plays 1 year and then he's gone. But what I would say to that is if Walker Howard only plays 1 year and goes straight to the NFL, that year he played was a hell of a year.
Something
good happened.
There's a narrative going around that basically Brian Kelly has told Jaden, if you come back, you'll be the starter and there's no competition. First off, that would be dumb for a coach to do. Second, there is no track record of Brian Kelly's handling of quarterbacks that has ever spoken to that. He's ripped kids out mid-season and put other kids in. He's
played both.
One guy, played both. One guy thought he'd be the starter, and then someone else gets named it by the time the season gets there. So,
and he's also done the thing where he played two quarterbacks, but he had them in like separate roles, where we'd have one quarterback play 3 quarters and then bring in the closer. And it was just a bizarre. That's one way to handle it, I guess, but it's just a weird fit if you want to do it that way. But like you said, to your point, Brian Kelly has handled the quarterback room with full autonomy of him doing whatever he wants. He's not promising anybody anything.
Jaden Daniels did win 9 games.
That's what I'm saying. Did y'all not have fun this year?
They did.
Did y'all want to win 7 games, but it just looked different? Like you just wanted to throw for like 350 a game and 2 picks, and then you're like, damn, this is frustrating.
Damn, if we wouldn't have threw that pick, we
just a lot of
Right.
nuss.
Damn, if we wouldn't have threw that pick, we probably wouldn't have lost to Ole Miss. So, You know? It's just...
I mean, you can't be down 7.
All right, we're back.
Throw a pick.
Miss Taylor got us on track.
There we go. Thank you, Mom.
As Shea, Colin Simmons posted a pic with LSU gloves on. Where do we stand? I think LSU is one of the top 2 teams for Colin Simmons. Who is for next year? So
LSU
really,
and Texas.
I think it's LSU. I do think it's LSU and Texas, but I don't know, man. Duncanville kids. I don't know if LSU's ever gotten a Duncanville kid, but Oklahoma usually recruits it well. Texas can recruit well there, but I do think that LSU and Jamar Cain are in a good spot early on there.
Another one in the chat that just...
He's a beast.
Who?
We're talking Colin Simmons is the number 1 edge rusher in the country for next year. Already a 5-star on 3 consensus. So if he's rocking the LSU gloves, as Miss Taylor said, that's a good thing.
Another one in the portal.
Where'd you get the gloves, though?
Bouncing back and forth. I guess that's string, huh? Do they just mail them to you? Or do you have to go to camp and get them?
I think it's illegal.
For what?
They can't just give you free gear.
No, who would do that? On 3 certainly would never.
I'm definitely not in the fucking... No.
$85.
I know some people probably do that. I'm not in
the merch game?
I don't care where these kids go. I'm certainly not about to risk my life and limb over
my job, my good name.
Let's see. Oh, Larry Huber comes through with Sean Oakman just won a Grey Cup.
He did?
Yeah.
So chill with all the hate.
Chad Kelly.
Chill with the hate.
Chad
My bad.
Chad Kelly was the
hey,
backup.
I'm gonna give a shout out here. Larry Huber is the kind of guy that's watching Grey Cups. That's just a guy who loves football.
Cup.
You?
Yeah, I watched the Grey Cup.
Hit up my boy Larry. Y'all two get in a side chat and
I'm just not a fan.
Y'all just love sports.
I'm not a fan of the
running start.
I'm not a fan.
What I'm a big fan of in the Canadian League
is the goalpost being in the middle of the.
That's also awesome. They should just put one at the 50 too. Like
right.
I mean,
just run into it.
This thing's just in the way. Like NFL figured that out real quick. Like damn, people keep running into this thing.
Somebody's gonna die.
Yeah, hit my head on the goalpost. But I love the ball. I love the white all the way around. So if anybody knows where to get a Canadian football, I will buy it.
Honestly, Miss Taylor's holding us together over here in Bilbo and Hunter.
And Silo.
That's right. Shea, Jordan Hall to Florida. I mean, he's not going to announce till signing day, so we'll see. I mean, I think it could be. I've always thought he was going to Georgia. Bama can make a push. I still think LSU's
Big Daddy Donk. Will this ruin it?
behind. Denver Harris, Bilbo. Is he worth a consideration after his off the field problems? He's worth a consideration because he's very talented. So you just have to, not just LSU, any staff that's going to take a kid who was in trouble at his prior school is going to have to very much do some due diligence.
Sold out, Lloyd.
What happened?
Sold out.
Damn, they're sold out?
Buy it off Amazon, Coach. It's a $200 ball.
No, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, it can't be that expensive just for. I'll paint it myself. Never mind.
But yes, I do think Denver Harris. They are not going to just shut the door on Denver Harris completely.
No, you can't. At every point, talent wins out. Look at Eli Riggs.
James Wade said Brian Kelly just needs to listen to people in this chat. They clearly know more than him. So put him in line, James. All these people arguing about a quarterback.
But when you talk about portal.
Oh, Bilbo said, bro, when I was 18, I wasn't doing decisions to put lives in danger.
Yeah, you were, bro. You just don't realize it.
That's so deep.
You have no idea.
I never left my room.
Right. All I did was go to church, do me, go home. Not at all. 18's a dangerous time. Especially, and you didn't have, I don't pocket watch, but I don't think you got the Denver Harris deal.
Nah.
Probably not. It's a lot easier to get in trouble when you have the means.
Bilbo says the Florida D lineman from Live Oak is in the portal now, which is the kid that we were talking about that LSU pushed out only to not finish with. Was that like McKinley Jackson in them's year? They were supposed to finish with some D linemen, and they ended up like getting nobody.
What we talked about LSU needing corners. Obviously, Demarius McGee from LSU hits the portal.
He didn't even play this year, really.
I know. But he played as a freshman. 4-star.
He did.
Yeah. Not much for him. We'll be all
We
right.
talked. We touched on Damon Clowney. I think he was at Ole Miss. He'll have to go down a level.
Demon.
He did. Demon Clowney. He didn't really have any production.
He'll go to UNLV with Coach O. They have a great relationship.
Talk to a daddy.
Another person in the portal that LSU might have interest in, Prince Dorba from Texas.
I haven't heard anything. Did he just go in?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard anything on that. Then.
A corner?
Prince Dorba.
Corner?
Take him. No, edge. My bad.
Uh-uh.
Lots of edges out there.
Yeah. A lot of edges.
All right, this guy's a third-year linebacker who's played in 2 games.
Yeah. No.
Who, Prince Dorba?
We need productive players.
Well, that was going into this year. Let me see what his stats were this year.
4-star.
So this is what you do when someone goes in the portal. I'm gonna need y'all to Google them, go to their school's page, click stats, tell me where we're at.
Yeah, 4 tackles this year.
He did 7
7
tackles.
Oh, yeah, I'm out.
He only played in 5 games.
So now, and when you look at the dates, 9-3 to 10-8, what happened on 10-8? Did he get hurt? Then he was done for the year. He really was doing nothing before that.
They haven't updated his page yet.
This portal thing is crazy.
But Texas, if you go to their website, you want to look at Prince Dorba, you can also purchase the Alamo Bowl tickets if you want to go see Texas play in the Alamo Bowl. Never forget.
I also hate alerts on Twitter. Like, unless I know a kid is like supposed to like pop or something, I don't put anyone on alerts. But right now I have all kind of people on alerts for the portal, and it's really getting to me.
Yeah, I was about to say, do you think you'll handle this better or differently next year? This is a learning experience for you.
Yep.
How many alerts do you have? How many people on alert do you think? Round ball.
It's not that I have a lot of people on alerts.
So I keep getting alerted?
It's that the people that I do have on alerts tweet all day.
Do something else.
But I have like a ton of players right now on alerts that I think would enter the portal or, so I'd like to be privy to it when it happens.
The cost of being first, Shea.
But let me give you an example. Like, hey, I have Hayes Fawcett on alerts right now because he's putting out a lot of portal news.
And he's
just putting out a lot of tweets.
News. And I think
and then every time it beeps,
you have to check it.
But then I check it with the I hope this is not anything.
Yeah,
so that I don't have to deal with it.
You're just dreading it.
It's a vicious cycle. 2 days in.
2 days in.
3 days in.
Like we said, 42 more to go. He'll be fine. We see Shea in like a month, and he's just a shell of himself.
Miss Taylor asked,
been in the portal.
do we keep Dalen Austin or does he flip to Oregon? I will not. I mean, I won't be surprised if he flipped to Oregon. I don't think they should be recruiting California kids. Now, I think that he's really talented and you need corners, and they absolutely are doing all they can to keep him. And it just depends on who you talk to in terms of like if they think he's going to stick or not. I just think when you recruit California kids, you just run the risk of at the end of it, they're maybe going to stay on the West Coast.
It's a lot easier to stay over there than it is to come over here.
But they are trying hard to keep Dalen Austin.
365 days
Got to
of
make it
sunshine.
a couple more weeks.
Shea.
Mac Daddy Donk said, I better hear you guys are cooking with it as well.
I just put some in my drink. I spiced it up a little bit. I'll do it again.
Mac Daddy.
It's good in everything. Don't you worry, Mac Daddy Donk. We're going to get you sold.
Miss Taylor said Lloyd looks like Doug off the Liberty Mutual commercial.
Oh, I need my
Do you?
Emu. That's the guy with the...
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't think...
I
think it's
so.
my hair currently, how it's combed. But I was supposed to get a haircut yesterday. I missed it. Slept through it. That's life. Portal got me.
Portal got me.
We have one about our favorite player. It's from Miss Taylor. Ask Shea. Ask the Power, actually. We have 29% to Land Harbor, and Michigan is 35%. Does our percentage go up after an official visit? You would hope so.
Yeah, and we'll see on Harbor because he doesn't sign till February, so that's so far away. We got to focus on the December crop right now.
That's right.
And he visits in February, so.
So for the 45 days of the portal being open, you can still enter it whenever, right? After the 45 days are up, can you...
Yeah, but nobody would be able to have any contact with you if you did that, so it's almost like you're not entering. You can enter again then at May 1st to 15th.
Okay, and that's when you would hope, if anybody does it from LSU on the quarterback side, that's when you would hope that those decisions happen, not in this 45-day window.
Right. Bilbo asked about Garrett Riley getting a big-time offer elsewhere. I have no idea. I don't pay attention much to TCU, but he obviously did great this year. And he was good at SMU. Yeah, people are... I'm to the point in the chat now where Braum is leaving for Louisville, so that's how far back I am.
Who do you think that you don't think he coaches in the bowl game?
No. You can't take a job and then...
Oh, people have done it.
I guess they have, but what would be the point?
Scott,
Just send him off a winter coach.
I mean, Scott Satterfield has to coach against his team.
That's weird.
And they're on the same sideline.
Wait, what?
Louisville and Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
They play in the bowl game in the Fenway Bowl, which is in Fenway Park.
And he left Louisville for Cincinnati.
And they
And
have
to
to
share
And they
a
play
sideline?
play each other in the bowl.
Yeah. Should be interesting.
My boy bowl hopping.
You know, like during
Wait.
bowl season, a lot of fights happen during bowl season, Coach.
Well, not only that, but he's going to have the playbook.
Kenny Mac 49. We're still on Isaac Smith. Yes, and he visits next weekend.
DF
Big time
protects.
safety. Big time safety.
LSU up to a 10-point favorite.
See?
Really?
Uh-huh.
It's too easy. I said it was going to go up to 10. Might be at 12.
Might have to just
Oh
take
man,
a
it's
couple
already
losses and take it
11:15.
now.
We're rolling here. Okay, I'll try to scroll through these so we can get out of here. We're at 99 votes on the limitless pill. 72 will take it. 28 will not.
28 nerds in the chat.
Well, we need one more vote, and then it'll be
I'll vote.
even 100.
I can't.
Hunter Fournette wants to know if Will Campbell will get any better because he doesn't have to watch Jack Besh's dog anymore.
No, that's true. Or I wonder if the dog hits the portal. Maybe it's found a home in Baton Rouge. Will Campbell would just keep it.
I think we should do that's people get caught up in the portal. It's the animals that you really.
That's
I want to do a behind the scenes of what happens.
Who's my man? That's Deshaun Walmack that has the
The
snakes.
snakes.
I mean, imagine him going to the portal.
Oh, you gotta
The
I gotta pack up all my snakes and
My terrarium.
tough.
I mean, the dog, you just got to throw him in the car.
You think Brian Kelly shows up to the in-home to Deshaun Womack's house and it's like, Deshaun, I've got you
More
some
snakes.
frozen rats in here or whatever.
I'm here for the feeding.
brought you some frozen rats.
This is for you.
I want to see Brian Kelly with a snake around his neck.
Same.
Did you see BK do the reverse?
He does the reverse a
He's,
lot.
yeah, he does that a
throws-
lot. He's
yeah.
always thinking about it. You got to be aligned.
He's aligned all the time.
But because he goes this arm over,
and then he goes back with it.
Flips it.
It's like a bond.
It really is. Oh, T-Dalt.
I said the first coach I ever saw do that was Dennis Shaver, actually on Sha'Carri Richardson's official visit. Like he was hugging Sha'Carri and Sha'Carri's mom, and then he had flipped it. I was like, that is next level. Whoa.
I didn't know BK had it like that.
Oh yeah,
Like that,
he's always flipping it.
Swagger.
Get the gat.
BDE. Yes. I'm hung around here.
Can't wear shorts.
No. Can't wear underwear.
No.
Yeah, Marcus Stewart
Yeah,
said it's
Deshaun.
hard to get Duncanville kids. I do agree with that. It is hard to get Duncanville
D-Bill.
kids.
That's Jamil's neck of the woods.
Really? You went to Duncanville?
They were in our district.
Where'd you go? Ah,
She was the same school as Evan Stewart.
yeah.
Great kid.
Why can't
We're going
LSU
to
get
need you on the
anybody from-
Duncanville
Yeah.
scoop then next year. D-Town's finest.
Why can't we get anybody from Duncanville? Just Texas.
Because those
has it swallowed
Duncanville
up.
kids want to go to Texas and OU.
Texas, baby.
Or SMU.
We're back. In the
Um,
Bubble Bowl.
Seriously. Damn.
Same place.
Back again. It's like,
Oh, Larry Huber said I won money off the Grey Cup. He was gambling on the Grey Cup.
Yeah, you got to watch for something.
Man, Stewie, reach out to Larry. Y'all two get together. Y'all are just true fans watching
When's the
Grey
season
Cup.
start again? When's Canadian football fire back up? I feel like they don't really take a break. No CTE in Canada. It's too cold.
Yeah, Jalen Lee, Zeke said, that's the Florida kid that's in the portal. That's from Live Oak. And he's a DT. I don't know if he ever played much of Florida.
He did. He played against LSU.
Did he?
Yeah, he was playing a lot. He
Sign
played
him
against
up.
Florida State. I watched him. I watched him in there.
Stewie's watching all these games.
Landon Owens
I don't know what
asked
I'm
Shea,
doing.
off topic, he said, how's
Well, it's
Damone
their
Clark's recovery and progress this year? Damone's playing right now for the Cowboys,
Damone
right?
is like a starter for the Cowboys.
Yeah. So it's going well. That was a steal for them to get him in the fifth, and he
Yeah.
plays his rookie year.
Let him just
He broke his back.
spinal.
Spinal.
That was a spinal injury.
Hunter Hall, what do you think the largest class or highest amount of new faces on a team in college football will be? Well, she had like 35 last year, if you're counting portal and high school.
Well, and Ole Miss, I think, has the most
Yeah.
players in the portal with 11 right now. So it'll be a team like that. If you
That-
have 11,
that'll add
you
a
gotta-
bunch.
You got to take 11 back, or you want to.
Come to the sip, baby.
Damn. I guess Odell just not gonna play. What happened to your Cowboys? They're saying this man can't
Brock
work out. I'm
TV,
looking at
yes.
him.
I do think the recruiting calendar changes when they go to a 12-team playoff because that's way too much to juggle.
Wait, say that again?
He asked about the recruiting calendar will change when they go to a 12-team playoff. I think so, too.
Von Miller tore his ACL.
Yeah, that was like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, it just broke today. Tough.
I guess it would.
Oh, Hunter
it gets
Fournette.
straight to
Hunter
training
Fournette
Harold
suspended on
Perkins.
Twitter for
You saw
coming
that?
a little too hard at the refs.
I didn't know you could get suspended for something that soft.
Lloyd, is that a Bloody Mary?
Ah, so the cup is the
I
cup.
guess it is now.
Cup is the
Well,
cup.
you hitting it with the
I
spice?
did. I guess that's what you would do with the bloody.
I've never drank a Bloody Mary.
Me either. I hate bloodies.
I think it's like a horrible idea for a drink.
It feels like it's just heartburn.
Right. Like liquor and
Hashtag.
potatoes. It's like people put bacon in that thing. Like, ugh.
And green beans.
Hunter Hall,
I'm
Power
gagging
Hour.
right now 'cause it's just, ugh.
A little clamato.
How important is it for coordinators to stick around for the early signing period, even if the coordinator for sure will be asked to leave? I don't know if that's like a Brian Poling question or what. I don't think that they're replacing any of LSU's coaches. I think they're looking for continuity.
No, the coach that they're most worried about losing, I would imagine, it's not even going to be this year, but Matt House at some point. Everybody that was the big to do after the way his defense performed. I don't think the 50-point game against Georgia really bothers anybody.
Oh, Larry
spotted
Francis.
him
Larry
14.
Francis was weighed in and said Galena Park North Shore is the powerhouse. They smashed Duncanville. Holler.
Get kids from there. Oh,
We did. Caleb
oh,
Oh,
Never
from
mind. We
North
need
Shore.
Galena Park kids, definitely.
Hunter Fournette's right. It's going to be Colorado that has the most transfer portal kids, no doubt, with Dion.
Who?
Colorado.
Oh, yeah. He said, I already got luggage, and it's Louis.
And it's
and
Louis.
then they coming with me.
Shadur, stand up.
It's Louis.
There's your quarterback. It's like, damn.
That's your quarterback right
That's
there.
your quarterback right there.
Bro,
So,
just imagine.
where's the previous starter? You can go and get.
Imagine being the previous starter and just like coach walks in, he's like, Shador, where you at? Stands up. That's your quarterback.
That's your quarterback.
I thought I was.
I guess I'm going with the portal.
I thought for sure there was going to be some moment where he like told some kid like stand up, and he's like, "Get the fuck, you
gotta go.
No,
You ain't prom
you're
material.
out. You're out."
Oh, you got a hoodie on?
Yeah.
Step up to the front. Get out.
Do you see where Mac Markway benched like 550?
His arms are big,
Well, he needs them because he ain't got no legs.
big ol' arms.
Big arms.
Huge arms.
Great arms.
Always working on the arms when you
When you
tear your ACL.
Yeah, the only leg actually does is rehab.
Y'all are too much. Hey, I'm excited to see him.
Me too.
And they need tight ends.
They need tight
Let's
ends.
go jumbo package.
I mean,
put Mac in the game.
I'm excited to see him, and then I'm also dreading the day whenever I see him laid out on the carpet.
4-point stance.
No, it's just gonna be hurt. Like there goes my knee again. Like Matt, I'm sorry. Get that 4th and 1 for me though.
All right, it's lunchtime.
It is lunchtime.
We've gone beyond a power hour.
We hit it, Coach.
We did a
Great
power
day.
hour in 10 minutes.
Limitless.
Limitless. Will
Tranya.
Tranya. Miss Taylor.
Snakes. Miss Taylor.
Mac Daddy Dog.
Denver.
Hunter Fournette.
Suspended.
Out.
All
Skipping
right.
the bowl game.
405 for Matt.
Gambling on the Grey Cup.
No, that's the real hero today. He saw Chad Kelly come in and said, live bet.
This is over.
I'm live betting this thing.
Over.
Double
the
down.
Savior's in.
Swag Kelly's back.
beat Bama twice.
He did an interview with Pardon My Take, and he said that he would probably rank himself as a top 15 quarterback in the NFL.
Hell
and
yeah.
They were just like, never change, Swag.
Yeah,
Like,
just keep-
Bro, you're in Canada being a backup.
Keep that same energy, dog.
Somebody will call.
Y'all saw Baker hit the portal?
You saw Baker wearing 17? That's such a give-up move. Like, I haven't even seen goal-digit good anymore.
Like he looks weird.
Baker in the
It
portal.
looks like he's going to play tight end.
Baker at Colorado.
Baker, Colorado.
Baker, Colorado, make it happen.
Make it happen.
Dion, he ain't hard to find.
He's going to start this week. That's what
At Colorado.
No,
Oh.
Baker's going to start for the Rams. They don't have a quarterback.
What if he like comes out and plays like?
And they
out of
bring.
his
What if they
mind?
bring Odell back? Baker and Odell together again.
And they danced the whole time.
Just yeah, change of scenery is all we needed. Bring in Odell's brother. Have you seen him? The older brother.
He's like
Oh,
buff.
like
He's like a bodybuilder.
yeah, good genes over there.
God, no kidding.
What happened to me? Dad,
Terrible
mom.
parents.
Mom,
Yeah, my
your
parents.
dad. Let me guess, your dad wasn't a first-round pick, and your mom wasn't a
No.
SEC track athlete.
Elite track athlete. Yeah, that's tough.
I need to. When you play Madden, you build your superstar. I need to reshake up.
I'm gonna
my,
need you to go home at Christmas and talk to your folks about why they didn't go pro.
What happened?
What happened?
So, Dad, why did you like try to play in the NFL? Or
Yeah.
something? Like,
What happened? You no good?
Did you get hurt your senior year? Coach didn't like you.
Oh, yeah, he got stuck in the portal. One of the 1,100 kids didn't find another job.
Hey, shout out to everyone listening because I did have some people come up, both in Atlanta. Forgot to tell you all this. In Atlanta, and I went to a USA,
Watch party?
England watch party, I guess it was, at the Varsity.
Oh, man.
And the bartender there also said it, as well as a couple guys in Atlanta, said, I love y'all's YouTube show.
This one?
This one.
Yes, the power. Did they call you the power?
I don't know.
They did.
I don't know. Yeah,
He didn't want to say
No,
it.
no. They didn't.
We're like,
They
Shea,
didn't.
the power.
Shade the power. I need you and Carter to walk into the same room together.
Oh, what if he came on?
He should.
So much power in the room.
Too much power. Play the Kanye song.
All of the lights.
The power. All right. Speaking of, let's hit the fixins. Shout out Leon Landry, super dope beat maker. And then,
Shout out Lance Beal.
and that's better to say, we bumping into Beal right now. Here we come. Shout out Lance Beal for your sponsorship of the SEC Championship coverage.
Thank you, Lance.
Thank you, Lance, for all you do. Save a life. I have a ticket in Baton Rouge if you can help with that, Lance. I'll do another read at the beginning of this show.
Lance.
Beal.
Lance.
Beal. Attorney at law. Drinking a white claw. Ain't got a flaw.